I'm Nick Hamman. This is Hammy Eats, delivered by Mr. D. And if you can see behind me where I am and smell the Eisbein together with the salt water that's in my nostrils right now, you'll know exactly where I've come today. I'm at Barney's Tavern, which, trust me, if you're in the Nelson Mandela Bay this festive season, here's where you want to order to eat. Hello, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Welcome to Barney's Tavern.
Thank you, man. You must be Craig.
That's correct.
Tell me, are the beers cold?
Absolutely. Ice cold.
Food good?
And that food is fantastic.
Let's do it. So for people's context, you are married to the man who started this place's daughter. Now I want to know, was it love first or was it working at the bar first?
So very much the love first. So we met at varsity. I didn't know that she had this restaurant tour as a father, and we said, well, we want to go overseas, youngsters, we want to go and travel the world and whatever. So what are we going to do? We have to earn some money. So I started waitering and barmering, and I think it was a month later, and I was almost managing, and then I was skipping varsity to go and work, and didn't finish my degree, much to my parents' disgust. But yeah, so I married Barney's, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Take me back to the very beginning. I want to know how Barney started.
So Gus has been a consultant for a couple of companies along the way. Got involved in the theme park of Gold Reef City, building Gold Reef City. It didn't work out so well, as a lot of these things take time. And after a year, the guys came back to Gus and they said to him, listen, you've got me into this. Put your money where your mouth is. Take over the running of this pub. I don't know why, but he just jumped at the opportunity and said, right, here we go. Put a marketing plan together, and Barney's took off. Being one of the first mini breweries in South Africa, making its own beer, it had an appeal to people to be able to come in and drink beer and good meal and so on. That's where Barney's started, how Gus got involved in the day-to-day. So from being a businessman in a boardroom to pouring beer, running around in a kitchen, family had to jump in.
So then you go from Johannesburg, you wind up here, and you probably couldn't have lucked out better. I mean, this is a pretty epic spot.
Absolutely. I think the location presented itself as a unique opportunity. The fact is that the beach and the outlook have really been what the experience that a customer has felt. Sometimes you neglect it. You might sit here every day and see that, but the guy comes down from Joburg and the first selfie he takes is him in a beer on the deck and looking over the sea, and you just go, well, that's the memory.
Considering that this is an industry where I think statistically the majority of these businesses don't last 5 years, never mind 4 decades. So what do you think is baked into that success story?
I think, you've got to move with the times, so you've got to keep innovating and updating as you go along. But I think we've kept it interesting is that we're not just an ordinary pub. We serve good food. And the food is really what's kept us going. So people are not just coming here to have a beer and then go somewhere else.
So I don't know where, but I read somewhere that for the 2010 World Cup, you were the establishment that sold the most beer in South Africa. Was that just a rumor?
And it's not a rumor. It's an accolade, actually, a great accolade. We've been, I think, in the top 10 for many years, I think since we opened. So we are well looked after by the likes of SA Breweries and Heineken with the amount of beer that we sell, and long way to live.
I've got a cold one with me. I'm watching the sports. I'm seeing the seagulls go by. I got a good view of the pier. What are you recommending that I'm eating?
Hammy's got to have an ice pie. So our most famous dish is an ice pie. I think we perfected that, the king of crisp.
So you're already the second generation of this place, in spite of the fact that you and father-in-law are still working together. But what happens next for Barney's?
I think my son Justin is the guy that wants to take over. He's passionate about the industry. He's passionate about beer. On top of all of that, it'd be great to just pass down the tradition. But yes, the institution's here, and we'd love to carry it on, the tradition of the family.
Well, I mean, I think it's obvious that what you guys have done here is something special. And for me, and for what it's worth, I think South Africa needs institutions like this. So from my side, long may it last.
Thank you very much.
So we're in the middle of doing breakfast while prepping for lunch at the same time. We know it's going to be busy today with the rugby.
Hell yeah.
So it's going to be a hectic day. We're just trying to get a head start.
Talk to me, chef. So I see you got your hat on, International Hotel
Yes,
School.
sir,
What's your
yes,
story?
sir. Actually, funny enough, it started with Go FM with the competition for a scholarship
No kidding.
to International Hotel School, and I happened to win the competition. Got a free ride, did a year, graduated, went to the boardwalk, then I found my way to Barney's, and I've been here since, yeah.
A lot of these small town, not that you're in a small town, but smaller than Cape Town, Joburg, they seem to lean a lot on this kind of thing, community institutions. Did you know about Barney's long before you came to work here?
So this place has been around here for a while. I've known about it for a while. It's actually pretty great.
So how do you get it right? Like what does a chef say makes the Barney's Eisbein the way that it is?
I think it's one of two things, really. The first is the cooking process when you cook it this side. It's in the water with your bay leaves and your salt. We cook it for a while to get it nice and tender. Then it rests. Then when we get an order, it's straight to the oven where it gets nice and crispy. Crispier the better, in my opinion.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
In my opinion, personally. So I think that's the trick to the perfect ice bun. This is what made Barney's.
Yeah?
For 40 years, they've stood on their ice buns, and I think you can see why, though.
So here you have it. They pump out about 40 of these a day. It's what Barney's calls an Eisbein. And I went onto the Mr. D app and saw that the first picture they have on there is of exactly this. This is how you know this is the main dish that you want to eat. Now, for the uninitiated, the first thing we're going to do is get the meat off this massive bone. And the way you do it is basically cut off the bone right down the middle. And you bring it all off like that. Look how easily that comes off. So I'm going to get that off for now. I'll come back to the rest in a second. But what I want to do is get involved with everything. So first things first, let's just get a little piece of Eisbein, completely naked. No gravy, no sauerkraut, no mash, just the Eisbein itself.
Like a Barney's here?
I want the biggest one you have.
Well, that's what we said. There we go.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Cheers. Yeah. That was super necessary. That was delicious, by the way. I didn't even tell you. Incredibly flavorful. You can taste the salt and the spices that have gone into that it's boiled in. You can taste the crispiness on the outside, but let's give the sauerkraut a go. We're going to tip that over. So sauerkraut onto the bed of mash. Nice, decent sized piece of Eisbein on top there. Then, we're going to take our gravy, very sexily pour it on top. And now we're going to get a combination of all of those things directly into my mouth. It's going to be pretty good, I promise you that. Goodness gracious me. The mash alone. That tastes like Sunday lunch with mom. That tastes like it's been made the exact same way for the last 40 years. That tastes like home. That tastes like comfort. It's light, it's fluffy, it's creamy. The gravy is salty, rich, delicious. The Eisbein, you already know, tender, crispy on the outside. This is perfect hot food. Wash it down with a beer. If you haven't yet, come to Barney's. Try this for yourself. Order it on Mr. D. This is flavor at its finest. That's it for another episode of Hammy Eats. Barney's Tavern is among the most respected places in South Africa, and it's very clear why that's the case. Make sure to like and subscribe. Enjoy the festive period. We'll see you in the next episode. From Hammy Eats, delivered by Mr. D. Goodbye.